gave myself another haircut. And I had a really good chill time yesterday with a friend of mine. We had some beers. I am feeling better than the last time I made a video of myself. And and I had the fan on, so I figured I can't keep sweating and making videos, and I've lost my mic. I think I've lost my mic. I should look for my mic. I've definitely lost my mic. I thought I would find it, but since I've shifted my house this year, I've lost a lot of shit. I even lost my paintbrushes, so I have only been painting with my fingers. Really sucky, but you gotta make do with what you have. I really don't have something to talk about. Hoping next time I make a video, maybe I can have like something written down, because usually when I do these videos, I just go at it. I don't actually have any script, like I don't have anything written down, blabber about whatever comes to mind. And today nothing seems to come to mind. I usually just wanted to say hi. Hi, how's everyone doing? I'm getting a little chubby again, have a bit of a tummy again. The other day my friend asked me if I'm making these videos for myself or for YouTube or like for money, or what am I trying to do, right? And I think I should talk about it, because like, what am I trying to do? So sometime back I used to have an Instagram channel where I used to talk consistently, and there was this one time I used to be in a lot of voice and accent trainings and like soft skill trainings and culture trainings, working with international BPOs. So they would always say one thing to improve your speech and your diction and your intonation and like command over the languages. You should look in the mirror and talk to yourself. And I think a part of me like kind of adopted that as like something that I wanted to hone and like improve. So when I started talking on my channel, I remember the very first video I ever made on the Instagram channel. I couldn't contain my excitement or form a coherent sentence or like stay with one train of thought for consistently long enough to be able to deliver my point across. Talking one-on-one is very different than talking on camera, and it's not that everybody has to know how to talk on camera, but talking on camera is very similar to public speaking. And because like you feel like you have these eyes on you, like this lens, the spotlight on you. And I recommend, if you do not look at yourself in the mirror and talk, or rather like it's more efficient to record yourself and then watch yourself speaking back, because while you're in the mirror and you're doing it like real time, you might not be able to pick up on a couple of things that like you can pick up on by watching yourself talk on video. So I guess that's why I started this whole thing. And what ended up happening was that I gained a lot of insights into my psyche, into my preferences, into the kind of person that I am. What do I like? What I don't like? What are my passions? What do I actually want to be doing with my creativity, with my speaking skills and stuff? And I would consider that still a work in progress, because like it's always a journey. It's always something that keeps refining itself as you go along. As you change as a human being, those things change as well. But the fact that I can stay connected to my own psyche reflected back to me this way is why I even started like talking in the first place. And somehow people connected with me. People liked to listen to me talk. And that was a big surprise, because I never went into it with that expectation. I never thought about it becoming a thing that other people would even find entertaining or like indulge in. So it was a plus, and it really helped me gain a lot of confidence back in myself, because there was this one time like where I had stopped talking completely. Like I mentioned this before, but I was very much a listener and not a talker. And then came a point where I just didn't know what to talk about, because everything seems so like futile and like mundane and so ran through. Like you don't want to be saying anything, because everybody's talking about the same stuff. You know, we all have those little phases where we go inwards in our shell and like we don't feel like coming out and we don't feel like connecting, because we feel like everything's just been said and done before. So making my channel, beginning to talk again, watching myself talk, it really helped me out with gaining a lot of confidence and with liking myself again. Because if we ever stop talking, if we ever just want to disappear and like go back into a shell and not interact with people, it's not always but mostly a sign of a person that's retreating from the world, and maybe because they don't actually like being a part of it, you know. And if you ever don't like being a part of the world, then there's a part of you that you possibly don't like or don't want participating. And the antidote or the medicine for that is to talk more, to put yourself out there more, because the more you become immune to those insecurities, the more you become like okay with your not being okay, the more you become normal about your abnormalities, about your quirks, your whimsies, the more the world appreciates it. And nobody's ever judging you as harshly as you can judge yourself. And that was a lesson that I learned very much by putting myself out there. Because if you never show up, you never realize the mark that you're making in your environment. So I guess that's why I still do it. That's why I still talk. I have nothing else going on in life. This is what I want to be doing, because kind of became something that is just my thing, you know. I hope everyone has an excellent weekend.